Hi guys, good afternoon and welcome back once again to The Edward. I'm your host Eddie, and in today's video I will be discussing what I thought of the latest and greatest episode of the hit fantasy series House of the Dragon. I know the newest episode dropped almost a week ago, last Sunday. I've had a lot going on all week, so I finally had a chance to watch it earlier today. Unfortunately, I did see a few spoilers online, which was a little irksome, but it's kind of on me for not staying on top of it, so I have no one to blame but myself. But it didn't take away from my enjoyment of this episode. So, before I get into all that, of course, please be warned, this is a spoiler-filled review, so if you were like me, or are like me, and you were behind or are behind on House of the Dragon by the latest episode, which is episode 4 of season 2, you don't want to keep watching or listening, as I will be discussing spoilers, plot details, character stuff, all that jazz. That being said, you have been warned. Let's dive right back into it. First and foremost, war has begun. We've seen our first battle in this conflict, or technically our second battle, but this battle was more important than the one that we got a little tease of in the previous episode when the two groups were arguing with each other and then it led to all-out war. This one, we actually saw men fighting each other on the ground and dragon riders fighting each other and their dragons in the air. And it was awesome. I liked the little added touch. Let me start by saying I kind of had Rhaenys's death spoiled for me on social media. You know, I made the mistake of being online Sunday night after the episode had dropped, and I see it plastered all over the place. So I was like, "Oh, damn it! I guess I should have watched this when it first dropped." But I was busy doing something, so I couldn't. So it was kind of ruined for me in that regard. But at the same time, it's like, it's my own fault for not staying on top of it. But it did not take away from my enjoyment from watching this episode. Even though I knew Rhaenys's fate, I still enjoyed it, and it was still sad all the same. I liked her. You know, she was a tough old bird, and she was a great supporter and advisor to Rhaenyra, and now, sadly, she's gone, and I wonder what kind of repercussions her death will have. Now, one spoiler that was kept from me, and I'm surprised I didn't see anything about this, because I think everybody was focused on Rhaenys, was Aegon's supposed death, the king himself. However, they didn't flat out confirm that he was indeed dead. He very well could just be badly burnt and comatose. I guess we'll find out in the next episode. I'm not sure. So this episode didn't actually confirm his status being alive or dead. So I guess we'll find out in the next episode. But that was shocking to watch. Watching his own brother, Aemond, disregard his own brother's safety, the king's safety, by yelling Dracarys and having his beast of a dragon open fire on both him and Rhaenyra. Now, did Aemond do that out of spite for the little comment the king had made in the previous episode about being with the whore in the brothel that he was with? Maybe. Did he do it to take power? Possibly. Again, we'll find out in the next episode or so. Now, did he do it just to kill Rhaenyra despite the danger that was posed to his brother? Possibly. Did he seem bothered by the king's fall? Not really. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Aemond for the rest of the season, and that kind of problems and tension that will create with the other members of Hightower in King's Landing regarding the king's fate, whether he's alive or dead, and how much of it will be blamed on Aemond. So we'll see. But unfortunately, everyone seems convinced Rhaenyra is dead, which is too bad, and it seems likely because she seemed to fall like this, and her dragon was falling the same direction. So, arguably, she fell first, dying instantly, I would assume, and then the dragon fell on top of her, crushing her and the whole castle there. So that was too bad. I didn't like seeing her go. Knew it was coming from the spoilers I had seen, but again, didn't take away from my enjoyment of the episode. And this was a very exciting action-packed episode. It was exciting to watch both sides try to deal with the ongoing battle from multiple perspectives, like Sir Criston and Aemond realizing the king had thrown a wrench in their plans by unexpectedly showing up. Although I did like Sir Criston's little improvisation of using it to rally the troops and encourage them to fight for their king and whatnot. I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, this whole episode was great. You know, the first half felt like a good setup because they kept teasing what was to come in terms of this engagement, and then the second half was the actual battle itself, and it was thrilling, very entertaining. It was awesome to see these magnificent, beautifully designed dragons just spew fire at one another and just go at it trying to kill one another and whatnot. That was entertaining as hell. Solidly entertaining. I enjoyed it a lot, as I hope you guys did too. So this was a great episode, and it felt like a good episode for the halfway point, because at this point we are now halfway through the season, if you can believe that. We only have 4 more episodes to go, and as we've seen in this batch of the first 4 episodes, a lot can happen in one episode. So much shit has gone down since the season premiere, and I can only imagine it's only going to get worse from here on out. Well, worse for our characters, but more entertaining for us. So what did you guys think of this episode? Did you like it? Did you love it? Were you expecting more, expecting less? And, you know, again, I was a little bummed with some of the spoilers that I saw, but again, it didn't take away my enjoyment of it, and there was quite a few things about this episode that weren't ruined for me that I'm grateful for, so that's cool. All right, guys, have a great rest of your weekend if I don't see you. Thanks again for watching and stopping by. House of the Dragons drops new episodes every Sunday on Max. Have a good one, everyone. Stay safe and stay cool out there, and of course, until next time, may the Force be with you.